Alrighty, welcome to the Hips Don't Lie intermediate level lower body routine. So like all of my exercise videos, it is split into supersets for you. Okay, so you can either run through the individual supersets with about a minute's rest between supersets for about 2 to 3 rounds before moving on to the next one, or you can perform the entire routine as a circuit from exercise 1 through to 8 and then repeat the video 2 to 3 times. Okay, so all the best with that, mate. Cheers. Begin in a tall standing position with a kettlebell in one hand. Now step back with the leg that is on the same side as the kettlebell, landing lightly on the toes as you perform a hip hinge. So once the foot is planted behind the body, you are hinging forward at the hips, keeping your torso nice and tall, bringing it down close to parallel to the floor as you reach down with the weight in hand, and you are loading up the muscles on the front stationary leg. Then from here, return back to standing position, matching the feet side by side in this tall upright posture. Begin in a split stance position and securely attach the resistance band to the leg that is behind the body. Now from here, drive your knee up, trying to slightly pause in the top position, balancing nice and tall on the stabilizing leg, feeling your hip muscles engage, and alternating your arm swing as if you are running. So the front arm is always in front of the front leg, and then safely return your feet down to the starting position and repeat. Lying face up on your back with the heels in the straps of the TRX suspension trainer, we initiate the movement by performing a glute bridge with a slight bend in our knees, driving our hips up towards the sky. Now we maintain this glute bridge position throughout the entire exercise as we alternate one leg at a time, performing this running motion as we curl one heel towards the back of our thigh while the other leg is extended, and then perform the same movement on the other side. So the focus here is to keep our pelvis parallel to the ground, keep it nice and stable. The movement is just going through our hips and our knees, trying to contract through the back of our thighs and our hamstring muscles on the bent leg while maintaining this nice extended position on the other leg during each transition. Place your feet through each strap of the TRX suspension trainer and then set yourself up in this hand plank position with your hands about shoulder width apart. Push them into the ground, round your shoulders forward to stabilize your torso, lift your hips up, push your feet down into the straps to engage the hips, tuck your belly button in to engage your abdominal muscles, and establish the strong plank position. Now from here, drive one knee up towards your chest while keeping the other leg extended, and then do the same on the other leg, keeping the smooth, constant tempo going, running on the spot, maintaining that strong plank position throughout. Set up a resistance band at floor height and stand side on to the resistance band. Now take the foot that is closest to the resistance band and either place it through the handle or attach it to an ankle strap if you own one. Now holding on to a solid object to support a strong upright posture, allow your foot to travel away from the body, creating a light stretch in your inner thigh muscles, and then bring your foot across the body, contracting those inner thigh muscles, and repeat. Now, if you possess the stability to do so, you can progress this movement and remove the support, so you are now performing this exercise unassisted, and you are creating this rotational force as if you are performing a kick, making sure you maintain a strong upright posture the entire time, and only progress to this variation once you have mastered the supported version first. Perform this hip drop and hip raise with these straight legs. This is going to require more muscular feedback and strength from our hips and our oblique muscles. And for the final progression of this exercise, once you become more advanced,
You perform it with the straight legs, but this time we're now raising the top leg off that bottom leg. So this is going to require full strength from the bottom leg to stabilize the entire movement. This will require strong hips and strong core muscles.
Find an elevated surface such as an exercise bench, box or step. Now place your back leg on the step forward into the split stance position and begin with a nice tall standing posture. Now slightly hinge at the hips, tilt the torso forward while keeping the spine nice and tall, and lower down into the lunge, making sure that the back knee gets close to the floor as possible, and then return to the standing position. You want to feel a stretch in the hip and the front of the thigh and the back leg, and you want to feel the glutes and the thighs loaded up, working strong in that front stable leg. We need to find an elevated surface, like this table for example, or if you're at the gym, you can use an exercise bench. Now we wrap the band around the bottom of our thigh near our knees, and we're lying on our back with our arms extended for stability and support. We place our foot on the elevated surface and we drive our hips up towards the ceiling, while also bringing the opposite knee towards our body to create a stretch in the band. Now this stretch is going to engage our glute muscles more so on the stabilizing leg as we drive our hips up. Now you can see from this angle, our foot is directly below our hip, creating this nice straight line from our ankle to our knee to our hip. And with our extended leg that we are driving towards our body, we try to keep that in a nice straight alignment as well, keeping this stable, powerful movement. Now if you're finding this exercise too difficult, then simply remove the band from the movement and just practice this exercise without the resistance band. Over time, as you build your strength, you will be able to add the resistance band in.